How's your week going, Danish?
My week's going very fine, good.
Brilliant. Okay, if I'm not wrong, I think we've spoken before, and you are somewhere in the Saudi Arabian states.
No, I am in Qatar. Yeah,
In
we
Qatar.
have talked once, but that time my Wi-Fi was not good, so we couldn't talk.
Okay, makes sense. Great. Okay, so is Qatar also changing rules? I just heard that the Middle East have now shifted their weekends from Friday to Saturday, Sunday.
Like, yeah, I also heard that Dubai has changed the rule,
Yeah.
like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But here in Qatar, I don't think so, because my office is still Friday and Saturday, and there is no any news from Qatar government that it's will going to 3 days off.
Makes
But
sense.
I
It
think,
till
yeah, but I think if it will be 3 days off, it will be difficult for us, especially for me, because I don't like to be in room. It's very boring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Qatar is full of people who love to work. I think that's why the government is not doing anything.
Yeah, you know what, like what you will do here, you don't have to do, you don't have anything to do here most. Like in India, you can go and have fun and enjoy, but here it's very difficult to be in room.
Right. Tell me a little bit about Qatar. Tell me, are they very strict? Just like Middle Eastern countries were very strict, right, with their rules and policies. And Qatar
Yeah.
is also, if I'm not wrong, Qatar is also a Muslim-dominated state, right? So are the rules very strict, and are they very? How is it for the citizens?
For the citizens, like if you are not doing anything wrong here, so you are definitely very safe. Like you are 100% safe here. But for those who are doing anything wrong here, for those, it's a very difficult. Yeah, rule and regulations are very tough here.
Okay.
People actually follow the rules, and government also follow the rules. If you are doing anything wrong here, they will catch you and they will take actions upon you.
Right, makes sense. So that means, and what about nightlife? So how is Qatar's nightlife? What about drinking regulations? For example, India also has new drinking regulations that you can't smoke outside, you can't drink in public places or smoke in public places, but not a lot of people follow it, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
what about
Like
Qatar?
I don't know much about the night like drinking alcohol like this, but if you want to drink here, I think you will have to have a license for
Right,
taking beer or alcohol from the beer shop.
right.
But people are here who are taking alcohol, like homemade alcohol they are taking, but it's illegal here. Yeah.
Homemade alcohol. How does
Like
that happen?
I have heard that people make their in home, like using some stuff.
Nice. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's a much better derivative, I think. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
and also government doesn't give anybody to license. Like you should have a good salary first, and you will have to be
You're
from, I think, from the
right.
European countries and American countries, because from there people do use alcohol. So yeah.
True. So only on certain levels or
Yeah,
certain basis they give.
certain level, yeah, anybody can not take alcohol from the shop.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what do you like most about Qatar?
Like I like most about the Qatar that there are lots of countries people living here. So you
You
will
like the
see
diversity.
diversity. Yeah. Uh, uh,
You are
in the
from the
same
most
way.
diverse country and you like
Yeah.
Qatar's diversity.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when you will go out, you will see from the people from the Pakistan, from like all over the world. I can say there are more than 155 and 50, 60 countries people living here. So this is the good thing.
So there are more than 150 countries. You shouldn't say there are more than 150 countries citizens living here. You should say there are citizens or people from more than 156 countries who are presently living in Qatar.
Yeah, right. I
Right. So
should
your
have.
subject. Yeah, your object will come before your subject. Your object is people of Qatar or people of different countries. So people of these many countries.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay,
Okay.
great. Okay, so Danish, today we will talk about brand. Okay, I'm not sure what the topic is for today, but we'll talk about brand. Okay,
We will talk about, sorry, what?
brand.
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 Okay.
What do you
Okay.
understand by brand?
Like a brand means most of the people know about that companies or that brand, and they they like their products or their stuff they use in all over the world and most of the countries, so it's brand.
Right. So a brand is what people know about. Very correctly
Yeah.
said. Right? Something that people know about. Now, the brand can be a service brand. The brand can also be a product brand. The brand
Yeah.
can also be a lifestyle brand. The brand can
Yeah.
be anything. What matters is that people know about it and how much do people support it. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Now, imagine if Danish had to build a brand. Okay, imagine you are
Okay.
going to build a brand. Okay, now, firstly, what would you like to sell to people? Imagine you're an entrepreneur. Imagine if you have to make your own company or build your own company. What is the one
Okay.
thing that you would like to sell in your company? Will it be a service? Will it be a product? Will it be something? Right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Tell me, what would you like to sell?
Really, it's a difficult questions, but let me think. What could I sell?
Yes.
Because I will have to make a big brand. So yeah, it should be a uh, like
It should be something that people need. For example, in your daily life, Danish, what do you
yeah,
see that people need? Or, sometimes when we get up and we go through our daily life and we think, oh, I wish there was this that could help me out, right? So that is
yeah.
how entrepreneurs think. They figure out the gap of what exists and what doesn't.
Okay, so as I am trying to learn English and I'm trying to build my fluency, so I would build a brand related to English product like English speaking skill. I would
Very
build.
nice. So that means you would make a brand of English communication and English coaching, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So how what will the brand model be? How would you operate? What do you want to do in that in this business?
Like I would build a coaching institute,
Okay.
and I would like to teach students how to grow there in life and how to build a good communication skill. So whenever they want to go all over the world, they can easily survive there with their good communication skill.
Okay, makes sense. Now, so you want to build a communication a coaching institute, right? Would you like
Yeah.
to teach in the institute? Would you like to hire people?
Like when I will make a big brand, so I don't think that I would be present any time for those students. So I would hire also a tutor from the outside.
Okay, so you will also hire tutors. Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are many coaching institutes out there, right, Danish? What will be the difference in your coaching institute? What is that one? So this is what we call the selling point, the SP. Okay. What
Yeah.
will be your SP? That this is Danish's teaching institute, but why should I join Danish's institute? What will be a selling point?
My selling point would be like everybody is trying to sell there, like outside world everybody is trying to sell, they are trying to make them full, and they are only earning money from there. So I would not do anything like that. I would definitely work hard for those students who will join at my coaching institute, and I would not only sell my product, but I equally value them. Like whatever they are going to pay me, I will try to give more than that.
So you mean to say trustworthiness will be your selling
Yes.
point, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you're doing a brand building, remember
Yeah.
that people like to listen to small things. For example, they don't have the understanding or bandwidth to listen to a lot of communication,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
everything should be crisp, small, but making an impact, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you have to name your institute, what would you name it?
I would name it
Name anything.
life to life towards success.
Life towards success. Very good. Okay. So life towards success. Now, since people have this habit of telling short forms, your
Yeah,
teaching institute short form is LTS. Okay.
yeah, LTS.
Okay. Makes sense. Now, Danish, if now, where would you like to start it? What will be your geographies?
I would like to start there in India, right?
You would like to start it in India. Would you like to
Yeah,
start it? How would you decide where to start it? For example, even in India, where would you like to start it? Would you like to start
yeah.
it in the metro cities, in your village? Where would you like to start this?
I would like to start from my city,
That from your city.
and then
Okay.
gradually I will expand it
So
all
then you
over the
will make
world.
a franchisee of it, right?
Franchise, yeah,
Yeah. So it will be like a franchise where anybody who has the proper staff can
yeah,
open an institute, and you would go and tell them how to operate the institute and
yeah,
hire their resources, and that's how it will go ahead, right? Makes
yeah.
sense.
As you know, there is India. There are these days lots of unemployment, so people are very more unemployment there. So
So
I would only not teach them only like a study purpose. I would teach them how to grow in their personal and professional life.
very nice. Okay. So you would also help them to understand how to get into a
Yeah,
professional environment, how
yeah,
to crack interviews, right? So
yeah,
these are going to be your plus points in your institute, right? That we
yeah.
don't only teach English, we also tell you, we also help you make life decisions.
Yes,
Right? Now,
definitely.
we might have a little less time today, Danish, but I want you to keep continuing this conversation. I want you to tell me, how would you make sure that people understand what you are telling them? I mean, your idea of, I want to make sure that I'm not wasting their money. I'm giving them the right service with whatever they are paying me. How would you want to reach the underprivileged society, right? Because if you keep your course fee very high, the
Yeah,
underprivileged part who you want to help will not be able to take it, right? Then there
yeah,
are many NGOs, then there are many institutes who are already working on English coaching, right?
yeah, right.
So how will you make your brand model strong so that your coaching institute also stands out?
Yeah, right.
And if you
So
have to go ahead. Go
like
ahead.
in my institute, I will not talk about the money. Like I need money for the business purpose, I opened the institute. Sometime if people needs, if they don't have money, I will let them allow to come in my institute and study. And after getting the job, whenever they will feel that yeah, I am good, I have learned something good from this institute, so whenever they will want to give me money, then they can give me. Otherwise I will not take any money from them.
So you are talking about almost like an educational loan where you would not take any money as of now, but once they get
Yeah,
a job, they can pay you
yeah,
back, right? For the
yes, right.
benefit of the
Yeah,
institute. Because if you
yeah.
keep it open, then
No,
there is no way you're going to be
yeah,
getting.
yeah, I know it would be not for everybody. Those who are affordable, like those who are affordable, they can afford. Definitely, I will take money from them because I have to also run my life and I need also my home and food and clothes. So yeah, definitely.
Right. So then you can have a criteria. For example, anybody who has the poverty card, right? Or anybody who
Yeah,
has a, so because there is a poverty card for people who belong below the poverty line, right?
yeah,
So you can take
yeah,
their details and give them special benefits.
yeah.
Makes sense. Now, what will your brand statement be, Danish? What do you think? So, brand statement is one line, but it should be so
Okay.
impactful that people immediately understand what you're trying to say and what you're trying to sell.
Uh, it's difficult to think right now,
You can think
but
about it. That's okay. So when you're building a brand, so what we are talking about, Danish, is imagine ever if you have to talk about somebody, talk about this to somebody else, or even if you're ever thinking of doing something on your own, the important
yeah,
part is what all do you need to make a brand, right? First, you need a brand name. Second, you need to
yeah,
understand how will you run your operations. Third, you need
yeah,
to understand what is your brand strategy or your brand. What are you trying to tell people? Your brand statement.
yeah,
Okay. Fourth is, how am I going to, where will my brand first start? That is a very important point, right? Like you
Yes.
mentioned, you want to start it in your city, right?
Yeah.
Fifth is, how is my brand different from other brands,
Yeah. This is
right?
the very important thing. Yeah.
Yes. So whenever you're building a brand, the first 5 questions you need to answer is this.